Before coming to Hench, I started training in first year in university with a friend of mine. I was always doing the same workouts, and I feel like at a certain point my muscles just were fine with what I was doing, and I got probably the skinniest I've ever been. Then lockdown hit, and I just put on all the weight that I've lost for 2 years. I thought I need to do something serious, and I came here, and that's when things just got a lot better. Did my 6 weeks in here, signed on for a year, and I honestly can say it's been one of the best decisions I've ever made. My only concern was when I started getting obsessed with training and obsessed with what I was eating, but you get a really healthy balance in here of understanding that life goes on, and instructors in here are very forgiving and very helpful. They don't make it out that you have to go 100% of the time all the time, but if you're going 80% of the time, you're always going to see results. I already know a few people who train here, and they were singing Hench's praises, and I was seeing the progress in them. Some of them are still training here, some of them finished up their 6 weeks. I did a 6-week training program from over 6 months technically because of COVID, but came back in June, did my remaining 4 weeks. Honestly, it was brilliant. What surprised me is the fact that now I am actually able to lift when I never thought I could, the fact that I can now deadlift when I never thought I could, and the fact that now, because I've hit points that I never thought I would ever hit, I want to keep going. And that's what's really surprised me, just how motivating that's been and how amazing the progress in here has been. It can be so easy just to wake up in the morning and think, I'll lay on for another hour and just miss this session this morning, but you do that and you just feel crap for the rest of the day. And there was 1 week where I just barely went at all, and it was probably one of the worst weeks that I've had recently. After that, I've just tried to commit myself, never missing a session. Honestly, just committing to that has been probably a challenge, but it's getting easier over time. So when I started back on my training program in August, I was weighing the heaviest I think I've ever weighed. I think the heaviest weight I'd taken up to then was about 95 kilo. When I came in here, I was sitting at about 93. Now I've been weighing in around about 85, and that's just been cutting from then. I feel more active during the days. I feel more like I've achieved something, especially when I come in here at 6 a.m, fire out a workout, and then I go and hit the rest of the day, do it well, do it hard, instead of waking up at about 10 or 11 o'clock and slumping out of bed into work. Feel better about myself, because for the longest time I just wasn't feeling good about my body image. Now I just feel that because I'm at where I want to be and going on that path, I feel a lot happier and content in myself, and content to just keep on going and keep on pushing, because I feel like if I ever slipped back in those old habits, it wouldn't feel good at all. It's really helped my mental health. Obviously I'd love to look like Arnold Schwarzenegger. A lot of people training here would dream of that, but I just want to be in good shape and the best shape I can be. Maybe in a few years' time, I'll be, deadlifting twice what I am now. Keep at it, keep consistent, and keep breaking the goals that I've set out for myself. I love the community aspect of Hench. You get talking to people in the gym, and sometimes people aren't in the mood to talk, because you're in a workout, you're in a pump iron, but then when we had the Hench social a few weeks ago, you just got to know everybody and what their own goals were, what they all wanted to do. Come to the gym, you sort of talk to them, you chat to them, say how are you doing, how's things going. You don't really get that in other gyms. You go into other gyms and it's a very isolating experience. You come in here, you actually feel like you know the people who are here, you're building a connection with them, and you all share a common interest, which is trying to just be fitter, healthier and happier. People who are my age, I'm in my 20s, there's people in their 50s, people in their 60s and 70s in here. There's everyone from all walks of life, and we all have that one common goal, and we all make that one community. I don't want to be too PR-y and say that Hench community, but it's kind of what it's like, and it feels good.